Stuff has been done. Lucy's arrived. My door is now partially open. My throat hurts a little bit. MSI Afterburner on my laptop decided that when my GPU had stopped being under load, its temperature stopped existing as well. It's been interesting. I haven't looked into the laptop GPU bit. Not properly. I've uninstalled Afterburner to reinstall it later, and I've reinstalled the NVIDIA driver. Aside from that, I haven't done anything. I'm being meowed at. I don't know. Being meowed at more. Yeah, sure. Have a really weird set. Yeah, no, I don't know. My laptop's always had weird things with Afterburner and the GPU because, like, it's locked down because it's a laptop one. But this is new. I've had it not read it properly, where it's done weird spikes downwards and everything, where it goes. This is weird. But I don't know. I've never had it do what it did earlier. I tried, I failed. I don't know if it's where I'm sat or not, but this feels wrong. Something about what I'm doing right now, like how I'm playing, feels off. Like it's the wrong angle. No, it could be. That? Why didn't that throw forwards? That was not worth it. I'm gonna try this again. There we go. This engine in this kart sounds amazing. Just the right kind of like that you'd expect. That's a technical term. And yes, while I could swap out my items to try to go for a more aggressive item, I'm not going to. Because into the bomb. That, but also because just in general, I'd rather defend myself than... Never mind. All of this was irrelevant, getting hit at the last second. My idea was I'd rather stay defensive, because if there's a red shell or something that comes, I can block it and then keep my position instead of risking everything just for one. Instead, what happened was I got hit at the last second and lost about 4 spaces. 3 actually. I went from 2nd to 5th. But yeah, aside from all that, not been terrible. That wasn't a bad race. And we go here. And I didn't see what speed it was because I wasn't actually looking at the screen. Yeah, I seem to be saying about my throat hurts and stuff. I seem to be cursed with, I get sick, well, semi-frequently, not loads. And they never seem to be really bad, it's just kind of loads of really small annoying ones. Which you could argue is a good thing. That means that you never just have, like, okay? I don't know what I got hit by, but okay, game. Do you want to claim that someone hit me from the side? Go for it. Not that. Okay, that was close. There are many, many people at the front in this group. Right now it's me. Oh. Now that I've done that, there will be something. Yeah, either that red shell, which may or may not have been for me in the first place, or a blue shell. No, there's a red shell. I'm liking this though. I just didn't like the previous races and I get hit at the last second and then I get hit at the last second again. It's just the experience of Mario Kart, but sometimes it does get annoying when it's just like entirely outside of your control. I think it was another 5th. Animal Crossing, actually. Why not? People choose your stuff. I know I say that as someone who came in after not choosing stuff. It will be Eastland, I think. Yay, 200cc at least, so it will be at least not terrible. No, I already said my point on Cheeseland last Mario Kart time. And by being a small character, I slam into the wall apparently. That wasn't what I was going for. What I was going for was that by being a small character, I should be more suited for 200. No, instead what's happening is I'm slamming into the wall. That... Okay. I didn't get items there. Now Lucy's just kind of slowly walking towards the door, so I think she's gonna leave. No. Oops. The secret is, funnily enough, breaking. Oh, they ended up in a hard sand. Oh no's to them. Done. Just kind of staring at the door. I think she's deciding. I came first. Yeah, I've said it before, and I still agree with it. The card selection doesn't actually matter. Like, I've played with... Actually, have I played with an all-out heavyweight? I've played with medium heavy, light, medium, and light. I don't know if I've actually played with heavy. No, I have. I played Rosalina. He's a heavy character. King Boo, I think, is heavy as well, actually. Not heavy yeah. Heavy medium. As far as I remember, there are 4 weight classes in this game, not 3. Or I'm remembering incorrectly. If I'm remembering incorrectly, oh well. If I'm not, good. They might hit me. Oh, they just hit each other. I'm in second. Ow. And now I'm in 6th. I'm in 7th. And I'm back in 7th. 8th. And there's a lightning. I get a bullet bill? No, I get mushrooms. Which I guess 8th. Probably not corridor territory. I don't. 4th. Yeah, okay. That was going well until it wasn't. Rumble Volcano. Kind of my point on the weights and character selection is just generally it doesn't really matter because I seem to be doing the same amount ability-wise as any character. Then going back to the laptop instead, because I can't keep up one subject for too long or else my brain will explode. The whole it decides the temperature doesn't exist on MSI Afterburner is weird because I opened up silent option because it's MSI one. Which is even weirder considering Afterburner is an MSI product, it's in the name. I didn't see what speed it was. I read it, but I didn't register it. 150, I think. Yeah. The weird part was that silent option, and also Asus's whatever their program's called. The one that lets you set a temperature limit and it actually gets enforced. Well, you can set a temperature limit. No, it lets you set a temperature limit without pairing it to the power limit. Saying that, you can unlock it in Afterburner as well. But not on a laptop. That's why I used it. There we go. I remember now. I had to install it because Afterburner on a laptop doesn't let you change the power limits, the temperature limit, where that one does. CPU tweak 2, that's what it is. Yeah, those two, silent option and that one, both detect the temperature properly, which makes it weird. And to me implies something wrong with Afterburner, but I reinstalled the driver anyway because that, I would say, generally is a good step if you want to try and fix something wrong that could be hardware related. Yep, hardware related, and you're not actually sure whether or not it is. There goes the thing. Phase them out. That failed. I'm just that far ahead right now. They're slowly gaining, but by the time... No, never mind. Second place got hit. Whee! That was a nothing race. That was just empty. I got hit like once. Oh, and there. Yeah, I got hit like once. If I really have to, I can just use the GPU tweak thing. And generally, I'm not using both of them together, like not trying to set two different profiles on two different programs, because that is a stupid idea. No, what I've done is used it just for the temperature lock, and then stopped it running, because that saves, that one change to temperature is the only thing that gets saved from that. Whereas from Afterburner, everything else gets saved. So it was that stock anyway, because I had it overclocked for a while, then saw artifacts and decided I'm just not going to bother overclocking and working out a good number and just going back to stock. This artifacting means a mixture of things with it. Well, it can imply damage, which I doubt. It can imply just that the VRAM is running too hot and too fast. Oh, running too hot or too fast, or both. And stock solves that. And it definitely wasn't running too hot, because 70 degrees is not too hot for VRAM. It's kind of toasty, but 70 degrees on the GPU, not the VRAM. I don't know what the VRAM temperature was. But considering how most other GPUs go, the answer is less than 70. Of course. I try to do anything in this game involving a shortcut and I just get hit on the off-road. As was said before, this game hates me. And as was said before again, the items I get are not very useful. Anyone else in last would have gotten a bullet bill. I got triple mushrooms and a star. Didn't even get a gold mushroom. Just triple. Didn't get that in either. I had the problem, and that was a red shell. And I'm in last again. So game, you're actually going to give me anything useful this time? Not really, because mushrooms are worthless in 8. Everyone was together. They were all going standard speed. I had a gold mushroom and triple mushroom. And I gained 4 places and only just barely did it. Mushrooms in this game are pointless. Aside from shortcuts. Whereas if it was like... If it was Wii or something, it would be... I would have like, probably gone to first for that combination. $150 Cheeseland, because for some reason we have to go back to Cheeseland. Meow. I do like how this game only has the back wheels making trails. I'm in a trike. And the only wheel making anything is the back one. Even though the front two are like where most of the weight is, because that's where the engine block is. I was... Okay, game, if you want to say I wasn't drifting. According to the game, I wasn't drifting just then. According to me, I disagree, and my buttons were definitely holding down ZR and pushing the stick to the left. Throw your shell. Forwards. Or at that guy. Or at me. This will probably make it. Keyword was probably. I did make it. I didn't mean to use that, but sure. Here comes the red shell to take me out a second. Never mind, I hit the guy in the shortcut. That's rare. Usually it just go for me. Oh no, that one was for me. And it got paired with lightning. I'm not actually annoyed, I'm just saying what I'm expecting to happen, given the history of this game. So, considering my mushroom and other mushroom and 2 shortcuts, I should win. Which I did. I'm not just going for the one in the middle, it just happens to be the one that I like the most. Hooray! Not Big Baby Park. I wasn't looking. What was the speed? 100, 150, or 200? Or mirror? Not mirror. 150. You can just kind of feel the speeds in this game. Actually kind of good in that way. I didn't reach purple. It didn't make much of a difference anyway because I would have hit the boost panels. So I have a green shell and a super horn. Good. I didn't mean to go in the grass just then. Coin. How did I guess? Well, I was in second for like 1.5 laps. First 1.5 laps. Given how this game goes, I'm not going to end up in last just because I got hit once. They tried. Oh. This is my first place. My first place that I want. There you go. Oh. Oh. Didn't hit anyone. Unfortunate. Oh, this works. Second. I was only in first for most of that race. I think I was 4th highest rated in the room, looking at that. Someone left. Pink-haired person left. Oh, and someone else left as well. Just saw that on stream. Choose your stuff. $150 Big Blue. Always fun. That sounded more sarcastic than I meant. I actually do like Big Blue. It's one of my favourites in the game. Fine, because I never actually Acknowledged it. The thing in chat is a bot. Why did I do that? I knew it wouldn't work. I saw it as I did it, but I still pressed the button anyway. Why did they go backwards? Ow. Why did two of them... Okay. Spend less time wondering about why something went backwards and more time actually doing the race. Because now I'm in 11th. Also, yes, the reason this is one of the best tracks is because it's a giant water slide. This game hates me. The one time I get what could be considered one of the best item combinations in the game, Bullet Bill and Gold Mushroom, there's lightning immediately as soon as it's an optimal time to use it. And instead it's replaced by thingy, 4 mushrooms. But yeah, I have mushrooms. The amount of gain I just got was negligible. I got 1 place from that. So yeah, continuing the theme of last time, the game hates me. And I didn't do anything wrong. All I did was win most of the races I've ever played. Which actually is true. Actually, maybe not. Maybe it's closer to 50-50. I don't know. Maybe that's why the game is angry at me. Also, Lucy came back. Apparently sat by my computer. If it was going to be Cheeseland for a 3rd time when I haven't even been playing for an hour, I would have been not happy. But instead, it's an actually good course. It's Yerrolls! I'm actually happy as much as what I'm saying makes it sound like I'm not. The game just doesn't like me. It's a continuation of last stream as well, where anytime I got anything good, it would just take it away from me. And anytime I needed anything good, I would just not get it. Yeah, how are you? Considering that I haven't seen you for like many, many moons. Not sure why that red shell hit that person, but I'm gonna take it. Generally, I'm against throwing stuff backwards, but that's when it's against me, not when I'm the one doing it. And generally, I'll read the chat after races, because you kind of need to pay attention in races. Yeah, that's coming from me. I am kind of reading right now, when I probably shouldn't be, but oh well. A mushroom and a super horn. Oh. Okay. Or I can just not make it. That's another option. No. You get hit. Yeah, like just then I tried to read what you just said. All I read was fair enough. I know there's more. I haven't seen it yet. Ow. This lobby's a lot meaner than normal. There you go, point proven. Down in 8th. It's filled with a lot of people who like to hit you once you're already down. Which I can't really argue with, I do it too. I think... Yeah. Yeah, no, Mario Party has the same rules. Yeah, read and drive at the same time is awkward, but I can do it on straights and that's it. And yeah, that specific one, if you tilt forwards just a little bit too much, you don't make it. Same as if you tilt back a little bit too much, you kind of awkwardly go over it and you go a bit too slow. I should get Super Mario Party. But yeah, no, that is being Mario Karted, just... I'm in 1st. I'm in 2nd. I'm in 8th. I'm in last. Stop hitting me. Why is there lightning now? You're half a lap ahead of me. How are you still hitting me? That's the Mario Kart experience. You get stuck in place for so long, the game thinks you've disconnected. Also, something I've noticed about this game is it has a preference for tracks that have already come up. Specifically this one. Not this track, specifically this game. Out of all the Mario Karts I've played with a random button, this is the one that seems to favour tracks that have already come up within, like, the playlist. Because this is the second time that this one's come up. Second, Cheese Line came up twice. Last stream, Cheese Line came up like 4 times. And there's 48 tracks in this game. I don't know if it is there are biases towards certain tracks or not. I kind of doubt it, because that defeats the purpose of a random. But it feels like it. It probably is just confirmation bias. They're the ones that I notice, because they're the ones that keep happening. But it feels like it. Well, saying about the game hates me, that's definitely confirmation bias. You notice it because it's unfair towards you. You never pay attention to when it's unfair towards other people. Well, it's not unfair towards you. It can happen to anyone. That's why it's fair. See? But sometimes it is like the game is aware and it hears me. Because that was perfectly timed to get to land on a green shell. And considering it was landing on it, there was no way to dodge it. I don't know what I got hit by, but the game thinks I did. That one was obvious. That was a fireball. I'm in last. I'm in last, going into the last corner before the end. Can I overtake anyone? No. All of this because of that one green shell I landed on. Because I said something about the game. Sometimes it feels like every game is like that. Hooray! I was going to ask if you're actually followed or not. That's a lot of random. I don't know if I was just talked to or not, but it shows my one. 150 Electrodrome. Very good. Yeah, apparently you weren't. Apparently a lot of people who thought they were aren't. I don't know if Twitch does a YouTube and randomly unfollows you because you haven't interacted with them for ages. I don't think so. But... yeah. It seems like everyone who thought they were isn't. Which makes sense, because if you think you are, you're not going to check it. But it is useful for numbers. As you can see, I'm now on 48, I think. Or 47. 96%, yeah, 48. I remember the percentage, not the number. I might hit someone. That was a very bad corner. I don't know why I did it that way. Why did... Another thing in the Mario Kart experience. Why did I drift that way? Oh no, it was easy enough to work out. It's just 50. But it wasn't on purpose. It just happened to be one of the two numbers that I did remember. But yeah, no, another of the Mario Kart experience. Why did I drift that way? I didn't press the button that way. Or why didn't Matt get thrown forwards? I didn't press back. Also, the game loves giving me triple mushrooms. I think it just loves giving everyone triple mushrooms. There's always at least one person at all times with triple mushrooms. I'm fine with this. I was saying about that, it's been ages since I've had triple red shells. Almost. No chance of getting to... I was flattened. And I'm in 9th. Hi. Yeah, to continue the trend of last time, the game hates me again. Also, your rolls appeared. And apparently he wasn't followed. I'm playing as Shy Guy and whatever the strike thing he's called, I forgot. I think at this point, Saturday has just become Mario Kart Day. Obviously with the other stuff on hold. With Minecraft mostly on hold, partly not. This one being the normal variety day. It's just gonna become Mario Kart because I just do Risk of Rain 2 and all the other days. It's easy and I'm not terrible. Well, it's not easy. It's easy to do and I'm not terrible at it. Well, like this, it's an easy format. You just play until you stop. I didn't actually see whether or not Mario David got in. I didn't look at the points. I broke 4,000. I don't know if the last few races ended up with me losing points. I don't think so. I think I am still above 4,000 by a little bit. Yeah, it's been good. The game's just been very mean to me, and I had a Bullet Bill and Gold Mushroom that immediately got taken away with lightning. That was fun, and that happened earlier. Game wanted me to go sideways there. I completely expected those green shells to come back and hit me. My green shells have a habit of hitting me. That just seems to be a habit of the green shells. I prefer people to not dump bananas on me. I may actually change what I'm in because my top speed is quite low. But earlier I did say that generally kart choices don't matter, and they don't. But this is lower top speed than I'm used to. I might actually change to either a different character or a different kart. Yes, I did specifically try to aim into the person who hit me with the front flag. No. This is my 6th. Yeah, I'm on 4029. And I will change. I might... I don't know who I'll change to. Yeah, okay. I guess I'm choosing Cheat Sheet Beach. Yeah. It's more... The character selection does a lot more. And unless you're going from, like... I don't know. The slowest combination to the fastest combination. It doesn't make too much of a difference, and you can win with anything. Yeah. I prefer... I don't mind between karts and bikes, but yeah, high handling is useful. But generally, I go for the, like, more medium weight characters, which is funny because I'm playing King Boo, who is currently my main character. Specifically in Flame Rider and... I think these wheels, actually. If not, then then white off-roads. Yeah, no, the mediums just feel like... The heavy end of the mediums just feel the best to me. Because they have enough weight to not be pushed around, and they have enough speed to, in a straight line at least, outrun most things. So obviously in this game, you don't need the speed, you need the boost. And if you're playing battles, it's a completely different story. Acceleration, all the way. I was not in front of that person. That's 6th, and I'm in 9th. 7th. 6th. 7th. 6th. Yeah, oh, Mario David is in. I see the Pyro who came first. I am going to change to my standard configuration. And yeah, Baby Parker's amazing. Yeah, the way I normally play is... There it is, and that one, and that one. Those stats. They're just nice to me. Oh, the Pyro's face is different. She looks happier. That's SpongeBob. If he was in a horror story. Animal Crossing. 150cc Animal Crossing. I'm up to 12,000 now. Autumn. Fitting, Flame Rider, Pyro. Yeah, I like this combination because of, well, the speed being not too low, and also it's, like, heavy handling. It's like it's got weight to it, unlike other handlings, which are good, but you just feel like you can make a single mistake and just fly off the course. Ah. Every shell goes for me. Given how I did that corner, I had no way to dodge that in the first place. That's fun. That was a mushroom. There's a mushroom there too. Many mushrooms around. And then this is also the stage where you have the fruits, and the fruits also act as mushrooms. First. This is my spot now. I see that your Oz is leaving, but I haven't read it yet. I did see good luck with your races, so thanks. Why did I do that? You can have the bomb. I didn't actually need to get out of the bomb. For some reason I thought it was a shell. Oh. Win! Oh, yeah. Train wants to play. Okay, have fun. Yeah, I'm gonna push my door more closed. That one. Are people gonna, yeah, get voted on? $150 Cheap Cheap Beach. Okay. Meow. Oh yeah, considering I didn't do a trick. Now, considering that I am quite close to 50 followers, I've been thinking about what to do at 50. The answer is probably a party-style game. Probably more Mario Kart as well. Probably a longer stream. I'm not really sure. I am happy I didn't throw that until I wanted to, because I let go of... Okay. I let go of the button as soon as it got smashed by another shell. Throw it forwards. I knew they weren't going to. Then, of course, my shell gets hit by something from in front. So, when I do want to actually... Where did my red shell just go? Okay. But yeah, no, when I get to 50, that looked funny. It looked like Pyramid became Luigi. And when I get to 50, I'll be doing something. Probably longer, probably more viewer party based. Like, I don't know, Jackbox, maybe. Something fun. Well, and this as well, like I said. Probably, I don't know. I don't know how long I'd be doing it for. Ow. Ow. That off got it. Mushroom. I guess this is where I could go. What are some ideas? But that'd also depend on knowing what I have, and the answer is I don't know what I have. I think my current idea would work quite easily. And it can also be stretched to any amount of time. Just depends. Okay, good. The seagulls aren't actually being picked up. Or at least, they might be when I speak, but they aren't when I'm not. $150 Mirror Sherbet Land. There are many trails in the snow already because they finally decided to do something like that. That was too early. Yep. I think that's the one time I've ever actually been able to properly take one hand off the controller. Why? Okay. Yeah. The one time I've been able to take my hand off the controller and not just immediately be punished for it by the game. I'm in third. Didn't expect to be coming third. Not complaining. What do people behind me have? Yeah, third or fourth. Meow. The person in front of me is called Pineapple Bee. Pineapple Bee must die. Oh. Oh. I bumped into the wall and then just got shot by lightning. I didn't mean to come down here. You're getting coins at least, which is a good thing. I didn't actually mean to fall in there. Ow. There we go, an actually good item combination. I'm in fourth. Ooh. Oh, it still hit me. Fifth? Yeah, I'm claiming fifth. Fifth is mine. Oh, my throat hurts less than it did earlier, which is good. I'm actually liking Super Bell Subway a lot more than I used to. Also, I know who I should play it. Oh yeah, right. Never mind. Wait. Yeah, good. I forgot. I made that me before I had to send my Switch in for repair, and to fix stuff, they had to transfer everything. And... well, factory reset everything. Literally reflash the BIOS as far as I'm aware. Slash equivalent on a Switch. I'd imagine there are different things for different uses. So what I got back was a mixture of... it's the same Switch. I know it's the exact same one because I have a cracked screen protector on it. Very, very slightly in the top. And it's the same thing. They just had to actually go in and fix it on a software level. Possibly even changed a hardware piece. I don't think so though. But yeah. I think in effect it was just that part of the operating system became corrupted from it hung on something and it either powered off or I turned it off. I don't actually remember which. But either way, something in the process led it to not liking what had happened. Now, I remember what it was. I tried to save a game, and it kind of... no, it wasn't I tried to save a game. It was something else. Either way, the end result was it looked like it had crashed. No, I do remember what it was. It looked like it had crashed, so I turned it off. In reality, it hadn't hard crashed, it had more soft locked, but in a vulnerable state, so by turning it off, all that I'd actually done was just murdered it. I do remember now, and yeah, it was my fault. But it was still under the warranty, so I just had to pay... no, it wasn't under the warranty. But the servicing fee wasn't too expensive, and it's the exact same service as you get from the warranty. Just that you have to pay a bit. There you go, I remember the events. And an insight into my brain. I remember that stuff happened, not when stuff happened. I finally got to use this item combination after getting it earlier as well. I'm a bomb. What did the red shell hit? I understand the bomb being weird and I was in its proximity. Really, I shouldn't have done that, but I did it because it'd be funny. It was kind of funny, not overly. Yeah, in that staircase before the sometimes ramp, if you hit the 3 switches. Turns out, sections of the wall, if you tap them at all, just fire you at the wrong direction, and you don't really... yeah. The answer was trying. The answer was... I hit the wall by accident after the spiral staircasey bit. Turns out a section of that wall just fires you towards where the ramp would be, but there was no ramp, so I just hit that circular middle bit. I threw them a bomb because I thought I could at least hit someone. It just exploded on me instead. And then I threw a red shell and it broke on nothing. It didn't even hit the wall, it just broke in the middle of the track. And if you mean the rest of the lap, I don't know. Trying to remember what the order of when my Switch got fixed was. But yeah, that's the story of why I don't have 2 or 3 Miis I created. Just for fun. Either way, as far as I care, still top 3, so still a win. Not top 3, top half. Someone called Pikachu. Pikachu must die. They are an overrated Pokemon. Okay, don't boost there. Boost there, you have a chance of just flying off. I'm surprised I made that. A singular mushroom and a singular banana. This actually seems faster if you fall into the water early. Unless you hit a rock. And then a green shell that you can't see. And then because you're small you can't make the jump. Hitting the rock. Probably my fault. Though it felt odd and like I was being more pushed towards it. Hitting the green shell. Probably my fault. I should have... They're gonna hit me anyway, aren't they? Oh no, they broke. They tried. Yeah. The, green shell, there was ink. So I probably could have noticed the green shell if I'd have looked more carefully. Not making the jump because I was small, that one isn't on me. Same as that of a bomb that just magically appeared. Yeah, I've come to the conclusion that the reason that the mushrooms were put surrounding people, aside from having them drop easier if you get hit by stuff, no, the reason that there are mushrooms around people isn't so people can leech off of them and get a speed boost. It's so people who tap them get a speed boost into the wall. I'm convinced that that is the real reason the mushrooms became a thing on the outside. And I get hit at the last second anyway, taking me down to 7th. Yeah, no, I'm convinced that's the reason that the outside mushrooms are a thing. They've hurt me much more than they've been useful to me, trying to use someone else's mushrooms to boost. Is that person a duck? Yeah, no, that entire race just then was bad for me. Both in gameplay and in luck. Oh, it's this game and me, so it doesn't like me. Now will we just wait for people to actually choose? Oh, it's just the one. Who doesn't exist anyway? Alright, it chose me again. And just because I was checking it, I went onto Snapchat because... I don't know, very rare that people actually talk on it, but stories are interesting, I guess. Scroll down and in the weird... Yeah, just weird news bit. Why boys are afraid of getting intimate. I didn't realise boys were afraid of getting intimate. Also, this is 200, isn't it? Actually, I'm not sure. It feels... No, it says 150. No, it's not. Maybe, I don't know. It's one of the two. But yeah. Now, why boys are afraid of getting intimate? Maybe it's because anything they do is seen as an attempt to... Mushroom! An attempt to get inside of their everything, even though it's not. Which could be spun another way, because you could then claim that while it's not, it's also not how you approach a girl. Which is true, most of them don't know how to approach girls. At least they're probably teenagers they're talking about. It's a thing from both sides. Neither side understands the other, and it causes many problems. It's funny to watch. But that's called learning. The major issue should be why teenagers refuse to learn. Because that's a thing. I don't know. I'm just kind of speaking while driving, and the train of thought is in my head. It's just a question of whether or not it's good. Not in terms of what I've said, because as far as I am aware, what I've said is at least mostly correct. Because people don't understand each other, and that leads to issues. Well, that's literally true. That is how most issues in the world have started. We do this for one reason. No, you don't. You're wrong and heretical. No, we're not. War. Let's solve it by killing people. Ah, you got disconnected. I just read that. I've been beaten up while I've been speaking about stuff. I don't know. But yeah, after seeing that, this is the reason I don't like the right side of Snapchat. It's just stuff, and none of it is good. Literally, the solution to most of the world's problems are sit down and talk. Don't argue. Don't scream at each other. Don't do any of this. Sit down and talk. Debate. Understand. And if you don't understand, say why you don't understand and ask them to explain it. I know how I'm saying this to literally one person on Twitch. And it's not like it's a mass audience, but you have to set someone. Maybe. I don't know. That person's face is upside down. That's actually kind of smart me. Well, yeah. Just... I don't know why I'm clapping. Just in general, just debate, don't argue. So saying that, an example from when I was in college, being UK college, so from 16 to 18, not... Yeah. Not, the other one. American / the rest of the world, wherever college is, where it's the same as university, but they also have universities, which are different. Somehow. I don't know. But, no. We had to debate in biology. Like, actually debate. The class was split into two sides. I was happy with it. I like debates, as you can probably tell by watching me. And literally what I was just talking about. About how the issue is being spun one way, when in reality it's probably something else. Entirely. Though saying that, most of the issues with the youth of today I haven't seen in reality. But yeah. No, what we learned that day in biology is the class isn't good at debates, it's good at arguing. As soon as you try to win, you're not debating, you're arguing. A debate has no winners because that's not why you debate. A debate has... Yes, it has bombs. No. A debate has a speaker who changes depending on who's speaking. And you listen. Even if you disagree, you listen. If you disagree, you say why. Then you debate. You have a back and forth. It goes well. You may or may not get annoyed. That's fine. That's showing that what you're hearing doesn't agree with you. That's the point. The point is not to win and prove them wrong. If you do prove them wrong while speaking, and either they come to a different conclusion than they started with, or they have such a horribly wrong viewpoint that you need to correct them, sure. But the whole thing of pineapple on pizza, that's not a debate, that's an argument. How many times on the internet have you seen people properly discussing the facts and statistics around pineapple on pizza, neutrally being like, why is it better, why is it worse? That's a debate. No, those people just kind of go, but no. I almost fell off the track then. Is this the power of Mario Kart? I need to talk about random world problems that can be solved by just talking to each other. Because I've just come first by talking about what a debate is. No, I know what the actual answer is. While playing globally on stream, I try too hard. Not in, like, try-hard style, but in just... I try... I don't know. Yeah, it was a good race. Not like try-hardy, like I'll throw my controller through the monitor just because I lost. I also wouldn't do that anyway, it's quite expensive. I only have it because my dad knows someone who buys stuff, then sells them because he decides he wants something else, except he sells them for not the buying price. My PC case, the entire thing I paid about 150 for. Three things, plus a few other bits. Mostly the case and the 2 monitors. The case alone was worth 300 new. I only found that out earlier this week. I know it was a high-end case. It's massive, heavy, and full metal. Like, thick metal. Full aluminium as well, but... yeah. I'm assuming that you're waiting to come back in. But oh yeah, when it comes to debates and stuff, just debate, don't argue. Because regularly throughout that biology lesson, our lecturer basically routinely had to keep telling certain people to not argue because they were starting to argue. Yeah. Now, when it comes to politics and worldview, at least, my entire view of it is, who cares? Let the leaders fight. They aren't the ones who, they're the ones who talk. Why did... Hold on, I've just noticed something. Huh. I now kind of wonder where that goes. I tried. I missed. Oh, I hit. That's a super horn. I'm gonna be hit, aren't I? Okay. Apparently I hit them, even though apparently I didn't. Go this way. Because, with the ending of that, I can do this. Now I'm in second. Yeah. Unlike Splatoon 2, there's not so much turnover. This one has people that seem to stick in quite a bit. But yeah, no, that's an interesting thing I noticed on this track. When you drop down into the final section before finish line, there's... I got 1 coin off, oh well. Oh, a blue shell coming. Hooray! There's a kind of under bit that folds in under the bottom. I had never noticed that before. Oh, by the looks of it, it just ends. Yeah, it just ends. Yeah, no, what I've done both races now that I haven't done before was I wasn't focused too hard on the race, I was just playing. The only time I really focused was when I thought about it with that gold mushroom and went into the shortcut instead. I wasn't going to go into the shortcut to begin with. You know, I think the best example of hooray! I think the best example. Yeah, I see you on the left for me at least. I'll go random. Yeah, best example of talking is Daryl Davis. He is the man. To be more specific, because it does matter to the story, he is the black man who spoke to the KKK. More specifically, 2 of their high-ranking members. And basically, because of him, they left. And the reason they left is because they just sat down and talked to him. That was it. They just spoke. Over many years. And by the end of it, they left. And if that doesn't 100% describe the point I was trying to make, nothing does. Ow. Oh, did you disconnect again? If you have disconnected again, what I'm gonna do is change lobby to see if it's the people in this lobby that your internet is complaining about. Whee! Oh. Yeah, no, Daryl Davis is amazing. He just spoke to them and basically just became their friends, kind of. Actually, no, I think in at least some cases you can call it that. And his strategy was he just sat down and talked to them. There's even a recorded thing from... I forgot his name. Last name is Kelly. One of the highest up position people that was ever in it. As far as I understand their hierarchy, which I don't really have as interesting names. But, yeah. In a KKK rally, because he was invited to them, that person actually said that Daryl Davis was respected much more than many of the white word I'm not going to repeat. Because I'd rather not be banned. Out there. And the reasoning being, he spoke. And actually listened. But then Daryl Davis is also the person who said... basically, the difference between ignorance and stupidity is ignorance can be cured, stupidity cannot. I like to drum again. And ignorance leads to hate, which leads to fear, which leads to destruction. If you don't understand it, you will hate it. If you hate it, you will fear it. If you fear it, you want it gone. Which is... I might have gotten the order a little bit wrong, but I think I didn't. But yeah. Most of the stuff. Oh, okay. It looks like the standard disconnected and then the AI takes over. But yeah, no, I'm just speaking at this point. Speaking and playing. Which works well for this, because after a certain point, what can you say about Mario Kart? Electrodrome. Ken Fudge. Amazing name. Oh, the person ahead of you left. This game is mean about backwards online. If you go backwards for too long, it force disconnects you anyway. It's not like Mario Kart Wii where you can do full races backwards. This one will just kick you, which is annoying. It's something like if you have Lakitu turn you around twice. Or even just the once, actually. I saved that person in jail. You know, that just comes back to the whole thing about debates and talk. Just talk. Well, generally, like the current problems in the world of terrorism and destruction and differences of ideology leading to conflict. Well, why are they different? Why is it better? Why is it worse? Talk. Most problems can just be solved by one word. And that word happens to start with a T and end in a K. And it's the word no one ever does. But then again, I do also live in a country where people went, I don't understand the lockdown rules. What's there to not understand? They're hard. No, they're not. Yes, they are. No, they're not. And they just didn't get it. They just didn't understand the rules. Yes, some of them were a little bit badly worded, but not all of them. The majority of the rules were actually very clear. Like 90% of the lines in the rules when they were given were clear. The part they got confused about was, on this date do this, on this date do this, on this date do this. How is that more difficult than just being told at the time? But then again, it's the UK, what do you expect? Oh, that works. Oh, actually, no, yeah, Yoshi, you can have this one. Oh. That person didn't get hit? But I hit them and saw them fall. Okay. But yeah. No, just generally. People don't listen as well. There's talk in that people don't listen. Even if you do talk to them, they won't listen to you. So there you go, there's the two problems of the world. And both of them happen to involve a mouth and ears. Maybe that should be the next development. Twitch, the public speaking platform of politics and worldview. Saying that, I think I've actually got an almost ban on political speech. I don't know if it's actually in the rules, but I know that I limit it if it comes up too much. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't actually know my own rules. I wrote them and then just kind of left them. No, yeah, that's what it was. I didn't specify political speech, but I have it umbrellaed under hateful speech. Debate is fine. Arguments and targeting is not. And considering how... Oh, it's on CC. Considering what I talk about while streaming... No squish? No squish. Good. Considering what I talk about while streaming, what Swerve, also called Sam, and the person who I normally play with, though he is currently paused, basically, and is the reason that a lot of the stuff is on hold, because it's stuff with him, which is quite easy to work out, really, because there were many, many months of me and him. Though, I accidentally jumped into the pokey. Yeah. He'll still come on. He's just, like, too busy for it currently. Which is fair enough. But yeah. I forgot what I was saying before that. Yes, I do. I remember. Both of us talk very similarly, just very debatably. That's not the right word. High debatability. That one. And we both like it. Generally, if there's a weird topic that comes up, or a topic that's generally considered... Yeah, I'd prefer to... Never mind. I was going to say not be exploded, but I made it anyway. Yeah, if there's a topic that's, like, controversial, I clap. We will, more like fully explain our points in more detail. Already 7:30. That's gone fast. Haven't done this one yet. You're no longer in the lobby. It's a little like you're disconnected. Or you just left. That is also a valid option. Thanks for follow, Shadow Slayer. 49 now. I'll assume you've been lurking, or just appeared and followed. Either way, both are good. And if you were lurking, I hope you enjoyed the random train of thought. And if you weren't lurking, you missed a random train of thought. I'm in first now. That's interesting. In the section that's exposed to the runway, the sounds get quieter. I'd imagine because it's implied that the plane engine noises drown everything out. I don't know if I hit anyone or not. I'm not going to bother going through that shortcut. What I am going to do is apparently run into the back of that person. You've been lurking for a bit. Okay. How's it been? Yeah, a good thing with Twitch is lurkers are always welcome. They are literally the spine of any community. The majority of people who watch won't talk. I was about to use that. Never mind, problem solved. Bumped the wall by accident. I was paying more attention to the blue shell than me. You know, one thing you may have noticed while lurking is the game doesn't like me. It's confirmation bias. The game's just as mean to everyone. But it does feel a bit like the game doesn't like me sometimes. I'll read that after finishing. Yeah, generally, at least while doing... Why did I think that off-road was shorter than it was? I've been good as well. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that off-road was shorter than it was. And I'll assume that friend request was you. Octopus. Yeah. The game hates everyone equally. Yeah. Oh, Just Shapes and Beats. A very good game. I own it on PC. At this point, I've just started accepting people. I put the Switch frame code in the stream title on purpose. And some of it is going to be from in-game. But yeah. Was that you or was that someone else? No, when it comes to the game not liking me, it's very, as soon as I get good items, they get taken away from me. And as soon as I need good items, I don't. I never get them, if I need them. And I'll be going for anywhere from about another hour to another hour and 20 minutes. It just kind of depends, one, on the game, because I almost didn't make that. Yeah, one on the game, because sometimes the game just kind of drags. You can play it too much in a session. I didn't get any items. Yeah, no, and also just time as well, and food, how hungry I get. Because on the evening ones at least, like one at this time, because I have 2 stream times. 2 PM in UK afternoon. Sound cut out. I don't know if that was the capture card or if that was my headphones. They are Bluetooth headphones, so they do that very, very rarely. But yeah, no, saying UK time because GMT and BST are things, because daylight savings is stupid. It doesn't affect really anything. I've done that twice now. I don't normally hit that when I go around the corner, I normally make it. That Baby Mario got very bullied. Yeah, 2 and 6, afternoonish, both. 1. Yeah, on the 6 starts. I'll eat straight after. Yeah, no, with the game being mean, a lot of it is green shells. Green shells are smart bounce. Smart bounce means that the angles that they're... Okay. Smart bounce means the angles that shells get reflected at, if it's near a player, will be different to how they should be reflected. Basically, if you worked it out, it would be different. And that means it gets angled towards a player. Usually, especially when it's my own shells, that player is me. Is that person called what I think I just read? Because if so, that's funny. No, I'd rather keep my place. Yeah, Oh no, it's even worse. Super Bell... Okay, that person is not called what they look like. Yeah, there's a worse track. Super Bell Subway. It's in a subway with the train still active. And Water Park. The ride's still running. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Hey, Mario Kart 8 is good. So what you could do now is lurk here and watch them. That way my number goes up. and you're actually watching them. Or you can just leave in general, I don't actually mind. Yeah, considering I'm on 49 followers now, the next follower I get will mean that the next stream after that one will be the 50 follower specially thing. Where I need to properly work out what it is. Yeah. Water Park is like the least dangerous of the three, though a lot of that is also because Mario characters seem to sometimes be able to breathe underwater. Sometimes they aren't able to. Depends on the game. Icons. I got more coins. Guess I'll go for coins then. Back. Oh. Wario player, throw it forwards. Forward. I didn't mean to use that. You're not gonna throw it, I'll break it. Ow. I was going for the items, and instead I just got hit by a blue shell. 2 stars behind me. And the lightning. That's an interesting sight. Full-size piranha plant on a mini cart. Hike. And now I'm in 7th from 3rd. Ow. I'm being bullied again. No. The no was so hard, lightning came down. Yoshi Circuit. Yeah, that's very true. Like suspension of disbelief. If you believe you won't fall, you won't fall. $150 Yoshi Circuit. Well, it's not putting on the outfit, it's the tail specifically. The weirdest one would be the spring mushroom from Galaxy. Putting yourself inside of a massive spring means that you become a spring. No, in reality, putting yourself in a massive spring means you get crushed. But then again, characters routinely get eaten by Yoshis, turned into eggs, and come out perfectly fine. And let's not even go into how Yoshis create eggs by eating things, not by making eggs. Mario series is weird. I didn't get an item then. I'm just gonna throw that there. And now I'm in last. No longer in last. 11th. You may be wondering why I decided to use the mushroom and star at the same time. Because both of them individually do barely anything. A coin. I stole a coin. There were all of these items to choose from and the game gave me a coin. Here are some multi-charge items that I need to wait 7,000 years to use. But I did come second. Stars and mushrooms are both useless in this game, aside from for shortcuts. Mushrooms, earlier I had a star and gold mushroom, and I genuinely only just barely made 4 places because they were all next to each other. If they weren't next to each other, I wouldn't have made any real progress. The reasoning for it is they decided this should be the most balanced Mario Kart game in existence, but all that meant was that all of the good items got neutered, all of the bad items kind of got improved, and the Fire Flower is now a thing, which, well, you know how much that misses. A stream of fireballs where none of them hit. Yeah, people pick very, very specific tracks, even if we only just played them. It's a global problem. I wish their therapy comes swiftly. I completely forgot. I played Mario Kart 7 for a thing. Yeah, for a while. Kinda gave up on it because it felt really odd and I didn't like how it controlled. And just kind of didn't pick it up since. I had that problem with a lot of 3DS games. I actually liked the Tanuki Leaf. It was interesting. I prefer it to the Fire Flower. Fire Flower is just kind of a spray of items. But the Tanuki Leaf is, you can actually hit things. Ow. But yeah, I had that problem with a lot of 3DS games. Like, Rayman Origins I had on 3DS first, and then I got it on PS3. Because this was back when the PS3 was relevant. I gave up on it on 3DS, played it on PS3, never had a problem with it. But then saying that, I don't have small hands and I don't have a 3DS XL. I have a regular 3DS. Not even a new 3DS either, just a standard 3DS. So that could be part of the issue. Yeah, no, Mario Kart 7 just felt hard in a different way. Like a kind of unfair hard, but also odd. But this is just normal Mario Kart. You get hit 5 times a second. That one was just, it didn't feel right. There is no reason to use this. Realistically, I should have waited till I was up here to use it, but I like useful items. Which is why the game gave me a star and a triple mushroom. I tried. I'm in third at least. Make that fourth. This shortcut, which is usually a waste of time. Yep. That's why it's a waste of time. It's not a good shortcut. I see that they have left. Guess I just used 2 stars in a row. Now I don't care. And it did 1 place for me. 1 place. Oh no, you haven't left. The viewer count's just gone down to 1 for some reason. Well, yeah, it's a worse horn, but it's better than the fire flower. The horn is rare on purpose. The leaf could be a good alternative that isn't as rare. It'd also give more variety to first place items instead of just coins and coins. Because the main problem with this game is you may have 2 item slots, but so does everyone else. And when you're in first, you will get a coin if you have something else. If you have nothing, you'll get a coin. If you have a non-coin, you'll get a coin. The only way to guarantee you won't get a coin is if you already have a coin. Which defeats the purpose of not wanting a coin. They give negligible speed boosts whenever you use them, and they give a speed multiplier. Yeah, but would you rather have that or a coin? A Tanuki leaf is at least more useful than a coin. A Tanuki leaf can be used to defend multiple things. Which is a good alternative, well, good trade-off for the super horn. The horn is a one-time use. It can break blue shells. Like, yeah, it's a good thing. But it also has a tendency to end up being used. It also has a tendency to end up being used while you're getting it anyway, which is more or less annoying than anything. But, yeah. I would rather have Tanuki leaves than timed items in first than a coin. If I can use the timed item to defend myself or attack other people behind me, sure. I don't think I hit anyone. I'm not going to bother going for the shortcut in this lap either. Oh, that person is triple red shells. Yeah, go ahead of me. No. They knew what I was doing. Yeah, that Baby Peach is definitely getting ahead. They actually use all the shortcuts. But then I would consider this track to have the worst shortcuts in the game. No, actually, the airport has the worst shortcut in the game, that stupid grass ramp. This has the worst set of multiple shortcuts. The angles are very hard, and if you mess up even slightly, you fall off. But yeah, no, I have a problem with coins in this game. It is genuinely like, I'm going to defend this red shell with a coin. So, how many people even are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10. Ribbon Road shortcuts. Actually, yeah, I could see that. Because with Ribbon Road, it's basically choose one or the other. If you do the first one, it's extremely hard to get the second. If you do the second, you kind of have to miss the first. But they're still easier in terms of being a shortcut. I don't know. Well, it's just personal opinion. I did not hear that. Actually, I'm just going to throw them backwards. You could argue that's the point of the Fire Flower, to attack people behind you. But, meh. Also, yes, that banana gets to go on the ceiling. Not going to bother going up to full, because if I end up in first, I'll just get a coin in first item box anyway. Or find random ground coins. Okay. I don't know what happened just then, but okay. Yeah, I don't think you were here when I said it, but I'm convinced that orbiting mushrooms are to have boosts that push you off course than actually be more than actually be useful. Did I actually hit that? I don't think so, actually. I'm in second. Is the baby Peach in first? Person who added me, which may or may not be you. You never actually answered my question. This may... Never mind. I got booed, and I failed that because I tried to drift slightly too early. Given how this game goes, this is going to result in me getting hit once and ending up in last. Or third. Remember, shortcuts are harder. You can chain both my... And the question was whether or not Gloctopus, the person who added me on Switch, was you. Because it was a friend request that came through pretty much just after you followed. So I wouldn't necessarily believe it, because while they're racing, you're typing. Oh, it is you. Okay. So you can type and race. And still come first. Okay. Okay, you're the second person then, in that case, to have an over 10,000 points who's actually followed me and played with me. I only started doing global a few weeks ago. And I've won, or at least come in the top 6, though probably won actually, the majority of the races I've done. Especially at the beginning when it was all easy people. I didn't either. Most of my time, multiplayer was either peer-to-peer, like friends, or local. Is that route actually faster? I don't know. I just did the route I always did, but after watching you on the map, there's a chance what you did was faster. Yeah. Actually, you could be using speech-to-text transcription. I didn't feel like I was gonna... Never mind. I didn't feel like I was gonna go into the egg, but okay. I thought I was gonna go around the egg. At least that's how my brain told me that whole thing was going. Then the egg hit me. Or I don't actually know the hitbox of the egg, which I wouldn't be surprised about because I don't usually go near the egg. Yeah, no, I've played mostly just friends multiplayer. Like, I haven't actually finished the Grand Prix yet. I'm halfway through Mirror. That person still has their red shells. Yeah, I'm halfway through Mirror. The last time I actually played single player, I ended up getting not 60. So I just kind of stopped. Because I'd already played a bit anyway. I think it was actually on stream, and that's when I started doing global anyway. I just haven't really been back since. Also, as much as I could attack you, I'd actually rather keep my stuff for defense. Or I can just be hit by ASAR. Okay, the button definitely does work. After that ramp, I was meant to drift. I was holding down the button, and my stick was in the right direction. I didn't drift. But then that's happened a few times. Ah, okay. That makes sense. That seems to be a good way to play the game, at least from what I've noticed in my playtime. Also, you say you don't play online much, but you have 14,000 points. That's a lot of online. Yeah, no, that seems to be one of the best ways to play the game. Just get coins early, because the speed multiplier is useful, at least collecting them. It's why on places like Mute City and Big Blue, where there's, well, those two, where there's the coin strips, I'll go on them first. Yeah, I've only ever played global on stream. I hadn't even touched it alone. Yeah, no. All of this VR, both, well, VR and BR, both of them, has been from streams. Usually, playing alone with no one watching because tiny channel. But, yeah. Ow. Also, I have taken note of the Kart combination you're using. I do understand that Biddybug and Roller Wheels is one of the best combinations. And I don't purposefully not go for like the best combinations ever, but I don't... Ow. I don't specifically... Yeah, I don't specifically not choose them. But I also don't really choose them either. I just play with whatever I like. Which right now, and most of the time, is this combination. King Boo, Flame Rider, White Off-Roads. Thanks, Blue Shell. I thought the Blue Shell was meant to follow the center line. That was not the center. Why did I use that here? Oh yeah, another annoying thing about this game. you get stuck to walls extremely easily. If you try to turn away from a wall, you can't do it. If you accidentally tap a wall... I was bumped off the edge. If you accidentally tap a wall and try to turn away from it while not going to absolutely no speed, you can't do it. You're just stuck to it. Which is annoying. That was a bomb there. Actually, no. Thinking about the timer for stars, using it there was perfectly fine. But yeah, no, this is what I mean by the game doesn't like me. I will somehow always be in position to be hit by random stuff that somehow misses everyone else. Oh, and also another reason for why stars are useless. That Waluigi, I was using a star. They were not. They somehow still outsped me. Yeah, and it's no means like the meta build, but Roller Wheels, Light Character, and Bidybug is extremely good for Mini Turbo. Yeah, no, I know that is as well. Yeah, no, just generally what you want to prioritize over speed is Mini Turbo, which I don't really care about. One, because I can't bother to learn what the hidden stats are, because for some reason they hid them. Yeah, I was playing with Shy Guy earlier. I changed away from Shy Guy to King Boo. Yeah. I was winning, but it was a lot... well, harder slash... unnecessarily more difficult. It is proof that the one that was different is the one that got chosen. No, it is proof that it doesn't matter who or what you choose, because it doesn't. They're all basically equivalent. This game was balanced to the extreme, and it's actually a little bit annoying. But, yeah. Yeah, no, I've seen many roller wigglers. But roller wheels are definitely some of the best wheels. Why did you put a rain cloud and a bow? Rainbow. Never mind. Ow. Yeah, no, something that I want to see your answer to. Is first place the easiest place in this game? Position-wise, is first the easiest place? Not in terms of winning, in terms of getting points, just in terms of during the race. Because your answer will entirely show the kind of person you are. Because my answer is yes, it is. Whee! Yeah, my answer is entirely yes, it is. It is entirely the best place. Not best, well, best place, yes, first. No, easiest place in general in the game. I fell off again because star. I don't normally fall off this track. I don't normally fall off Rainbow Roads in general. They're not hard, just staying in the middle, like every other track. Now, I don't understand people who complain about Rainbow Roads by saying they have no sidewalls. Well, on every other track, you're not going to be ramming your face into the wall. Like in Mario Circuit, you're not going to be grinding the fence. So why would you go off the route, the route and off the wall here? The real answer, and the same reasons why I fell off before, is because people don't use the brake. I use it more than most people. And funnily enough, I stay on when most people fall off. Oh, hey, look. It's a bullet bill behind Star. Not Star, the other one. Whee! Bullet bill steal first? Bullet bill steal first. That's funny. Bullet bills are the broken item in this game. Yeah, that's true. I wasn't even thinking about 12th. Well, no, in 12th, all you need to do is attack. In 1st, all you need to do is defend. That's why I would say 1st is easier. As long as the people in 2nd and 3rd are fighting everyone else, you're completely safe. But yeah, I didn't even think about 12th, and I never think about 12th in this answer. So there you go. That's the kind of person you are. Someone who actually pays attention. Oh, yeah. You know, that's the exact reason I would consider 1st to be the easiest place. The people in 2nd and 3rd and below are too busy fighting each other to even pay attention to you. But yeah, no, if you want to be pedantic, 12th is the easiest place. But yeah, no, like, meta-wise, I know that people use the meta vehicles and stuff, but... Well, unless you're going for, like, Dry Bowser in the full Dry Bowser build, it doesn't make a difference. I've been winning against people using the meta for a long time. By a long time, I mean... like... a few weeks. I expected to make that. I didn't. One of the more annoying things about this game, though it's kind of every Nintendo game with online is like it, is Nintendo lag. I didn't hit that person. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. They hit me. No, they didn't. Who knows what's going on, because the servers definitely don't. I've seen that explained as, but there are no servers. To which I respond, then why do we need to pay for online? Which I would say is a completely valid... Okay. In my head, I was expecting to go over to the side. Instead, I just went forwards. That felt like all of my momentum was completely lost when I tried to jump for that shortcut. It was just cancelled and I was just put in a straight line as soon as I went off the track. Okay, last attempt at the shortcut, because this right now, for me at least, is proving, at least for me specifically, why I don't do both in a chain. Go to the side, aim at shortcut. That time it was me. The answer is probably practice, and by deciding that I'm not going to do them in future, just results in me deciding to be bad at them. Unintentionally. But yeah, no, with those shortcuts, I always find the angle from the first to get into the second extremely awkward. Doing the second without doing the first is easy. Doing the first without doing the second is easy. But that second one, its angle and direction you have to use from the track doesn't feel right. Well, like on the second attempt, where it felt more like the game removed all of my momentum and I was just going in a straight line, instead of diagonally, like I expected. But then I don't know if I'm just paying attention too much to physics that aren't there, because it's Mario Kart. My bet is one of the randoms. I am correct. I'm wrong. I keep doing that. I know that it's 8 blips ahead, and I keep counting wrong. I keep missing it by 1. Yeah, no, sometimes it's fun to get people who think they're doing like the highest advantage just win. Like, this is by no means the best combination, but it's nowhere near the worst either. It's just a good... I don't know. If everything's on a scale of 1 to 100, with the meta being 100 and the terrible being... like 1. This is like a good 70-ish, probably? Like a good B to A rank, going up to S. Assuming that's the ranking system. Also, you don't need to worry about the Waluigi Wiggler. They're in 7th. Now 8th. I hit them. Okay, that person dropped a banana. They were quite a bit ahead of me. On my end, the banana just appeared in front of me. And I didn't feel like I was going into that green shell either. I don't know if it's just me being bad at the game today, or if the game is genuinely not behaving correctly. Because a lot of the stuff that I'm complaining about doesn't feel like my fault. But I could be wrong. It is this game. And considering how long I've played it for, I think I would have a basic understanding of the physics of the game. I have over 100 hours in the game. I think 150-ish. Actually, I'll check my playtime afterwards. Yeah, you came first, they came 5th. This is like... So I am right. Also, 130 hours. That was close. Like this, as in the connection in here, like, it just doesn't feel right. It's just off. Okay, so it's not just me then. Because I was wondering if I was just being bad today. There is the option of we could just change lobby. And generally, yeah, I'll be going up until probably like 40-ish minutes from now anyway, so it could be worth it to change at the end just to see. But yeah, no, thinking about streams and a schedule and stuff. Unless there's another follower. Unless there's another follower in the next 40 minutes, in which case, next stream is in tomorrow, will be the 50 follower one, where I kind of do whatever. Oh no, the thing is as much as I want to be like, oh yeah, let's do a 50 follower party stream, in reality, no one watches me. Comparatively. I have 50 followers, and routinely my streams will still have massive, like, hour-long, sometimes even stream-long spaces, because the streams are all about 3 hours. It changes depending on the game I'm playing and mode and everything, but the average and target is about 3 hours. The Waluigi Wiggler fell off. But yeah, In reality, I might not even bother. I disagree with that game. That should have gone to the Morton. But yeah. Now, in reality, like, should I even bother changing game and doing something special? No one would watch it anyway. Having 50 people follow you is good. But the main issue isn't the followers. They're still going up. The issue is people don't actually watch after they follow. In terms of recurring people, I only have about 4. And considering I tried to dodge the super horn, I just fell off. Been trying to dodge the horn. Yeah, and considering that that's a very small percentage of 50, that's kind of like, why bother? Funnily enough, this wasn't where this point was originally going. This point was originally going to, the next stream games won't actually be Mario Kart. They'll be, tomorrow should be the Minecraft day. Unless it's just me available, in which case I'll do something else. And the rest of the week, where it says Terraria on hold, will be other variety stuff as well. Because Saturday is, on the plan at least, the only variety day. But considering the temporary change, yeah, it's kind of become all week with only one day not. Yeah, that's just the point about the 50 follower thing. Just thinking about it because I'm on 49. Would there even be a point? It would be like the world's saddest birthday party where only one person turns up. But yeah, no, I'm gonna change lobby. Give it a second just to hopefully throw me into a new one. Actually, I'll look at my stats. What are my stats? My wins and losses online. Racing. Alright, because you've probably played this game longer than me. I'm assuming that this is friends and global. Yeah. Like, as much as it would be fun to do something, no one really sticks around anyway. None of them are the consistent lurkers or consistent viewers you need. They follow, they're like, oh, that's good. And very few people have actually come back. And while it could be a good idea, I don't want to be the person who brings in followers and viewers by giving stuff to the best one each, however long. It's not a bad idea, and I might actually do it in future, but I don't want that to be the thing I'm known for. Because that's not a good reason to be known. That's, you're a pushover who easily gives stuff away because you want more followers. Or you're someone who has money to throw around. Yeah. Yeah, no, I know it's just a thing, but it's just a thing that happens. But the point was, with how low the number is at 50, is there even a point? Where are you in here? I have won against you once, and it was that bullet bill. You can see who I've played against the most. I might not. It depends. But yeah, anyway. Back into online for the last half hour. Yeah, bullet bills are, as far as I'm concerned, the only good speed item in the game now. Mushrooms are only good for shortcuts, which on 200cc you can kind of ignore mushrooms anyway. And I'm going to play with a combination which could be considered a stupid idea. Was down actually faster? Oh, okay. There you go, this combination. Could be considered a stupid idea. Yeah, this is a different group, I think. Oh, actually, maybe it's not. No, it definitely is. I was just looking at that one me that seemed to be the same. Yeah, but mushrooms are only really good for shortcuts now. And even then, a lot of the shortcuts can be done without mushrooms, or aren't that worth it. They're terrible in a straight line, and are generally worthless. Stars, well, you're invincible, that's it. They're supposed to max out your acceleration, but it feels like they don't do that. And as far as I remembered, stars in previous games gave us more speed boosts as well. I'm a star. It's an Ems. Hi. You've joined for the last half hour. Hi. Yeah, we just changed lobby. By we, I mean me and the one singular viewer who's been here. But actually, no, there was a few other people earlier as well. Euros was here earlier, which was surprising. Yeah, no, stars don't really do very much in 8. Yeah, that's what happens when you produce them. Let me in. Finish the race, please. Can I change who I'm looking at? Oh, you can. Let's watch first. No one told you that once you've made the baby, you have to take care of it. That is a very good point, though. I wonder how many people like have children and they're just like, but no one told me this. They threw you off? Oh, do you mean like you had a savings thing and you then no longer had a savings thing? Yay, the race has mostly ended. Everyone's finished, move on. Oh, daylight savings. Yeah, that pointless thing that recently happened here as well. Yeah, and Mr. Shadow Slayer. You'll find I say a lot of stuff like that. The thing with daylight savings, though, is people will say they're for a reason, but that reason is stupid. There are 2 reasons given. One is it was helpful in the war. It got people up earlier. If you wanted people up earlier, you set their alarms earlier. And also, we're not in a war anymore. And the second reason is it's for the farmers. What, you mean those people who watch the sun and that's how they get up every morning and go to sleep every night? The 2 reasons they're supposed to be for don't matter. Yeah, now to see how well this combination does. What I did 150 on. That is not 150, that is 150. It's an interesting combination, because it has metal wheels, which are generally not very good. But they look interesting, which is kind of why I chose them. So one of my other favourite combinations is Pirate Waluigi. Just Pirate Waluigi on the ship. And for saying it's not a very good combination, I am now immediately in first. And there goes my first. And here comes a red shell for me. This game is nice to me. Very, very rarely. That didn't work. That was my fault. Bananas. I tried to dodge my own banana because it decided that they only hit it after they passed it. In random news, because I'm not looking at the chat right now, I'm racing, the side of my head just hurt. For no reason, only like half a second, but it did. Oh, all three of us tried the same thing and ended up in the off-road. And why am I not surprised you're the one in first? Ow. Yeah, no, this game, the green shells have a habit of just magically knowing where I am, even though there's no way to aim a lot of the shots that end up hitting me. And I like how I got hit by a super horn, even though they were completely off-screen to me, and past me. Queensland doesn't do it. Why? So a section of the country that does daylight savings doesn't do daylight savings. That's sounding like America. Yeah, I'm gonna change away from this combination. No, I'm gonna change the wheels more than anything. There you go, some actually good stats. But yeah, no, this is the good old Nintendo lag. On my end, I didn't get hit. On their end, I did get hit. Therefore, I got hit. Yeah, but that's the thing with daylight savings. Isn't it pointless to everyone? It doesn't really do anything. At least that's my opinion on it. It might actually have a genuine use somewhere in the world that can't be counted in 3 seconds. But aside from that, as far as I care, it's pointless. Is that a hammer? Bop. That's a good name for the hammer. Question is, are you saying hi to each other or do you know each other? One of the carts just farted at me. That was funny. Yeah, even changing the wheels, I can already feel the difference. Obviously there was bouncing off of people, which causes many mini boosts. But yeah. Just... Ow. Oh yeah, this is mirror. Didn't even notice. Ow. And of course, that one red shell, which had many, many targets, went for me. No one else hit it on the way. Didn't drive into anyone. It just hit me. I want items. Give me items. It's gonna be a coin, isn't it? Or a super horn. So when I get super horned by someone off in the distance because of online, I get knocked into the off-road slightly, and it's extremely awkward, and I have to stop and turn. When I do it to someone else, they just keep moving like nothing ever happened. Also, did you... It's a battle of the Inklings. But I think you can have first. And that's why you could have first. Yes, I did do that on purpose. Aww, I was gonna do the shortcut. Okay, fine. I saw it on the map like half a lap before it even reached us. Oh, okay. Hooray! I won that one! Oh, you came third. Oh well. That sounded much more condescending than I meant. Yeah. I slowed down early just so then if you tried to slow down, hopefully you would have been too far ahead to be able to do it. Oh yeah, I guess for you it is Sunday now. Oh yeah, tomorrow's Easter. Tomorrow's Easter, that means Easter eggs. That's a good thing. I'm happy with Easter eggs. Hooray! That's a good time to go to sleep. Definitely not looking at myself. TikTok clock. 150. One of the best DS tracks ever. Meow. So after you were woken up by the miniature M's, you decided to come on and watch me instead. So close. I'd like to blame everyone else for that. I was bumped away from the items. Definitely wasn't my own thing for not adjusting after I got bumped. Nope. Blame everyone else, not me. That's the way of the internet, isn't it? Definitely not a social commentary on the state of people on the internet right now. My nose feels weird. These are genuinely my trains of thought while playing. I'll read that in a minute. Got a singular mushroom. It's useful. It's rare for a mushroom in this game. And yes, I did aim that backwards on purpose. Okay, that person just used thingy. Oh, get to them. They fell off. I timed that very well. A singular banana. Guess I'll just defend. I'll do this. I tried. Oh. 2 green shells. I'll keep defending. And of course, I got hit just after the item boxes. Because this game doesn't let me have nice things. Oh, okay. My first thought was it fun? No, that's probably not the good question. Actually, yeah, Donut Plains 3. I've only played it once in this entire, like, session since the beginning. Oh yeah, and random internet news. Just because I feel like bringing it up. Apparently James Charles has had another controversy. I was lucky enough to open Twitter at the right time to see him trending. I clicked on the name because it's just one of those names where you click on it and go, what did he do this time? Because you don't like him. True, I don't like him, I never have. Texting underage boys. How's the sound of my thumb going up? Sarcastically. That was what he did. He apparently made an apology video where he's holding himself accountable. Okay. Yeah, that is also a lot of other parts of the thought process. Actually, no, my thought process is, why is the game being mean to me? Ow. I'm in last now. I guess stars are also useful for shortcuts, but... eh. So, we were next to each other. And I got hit, and you didn't. You are now extremely far in first, and I got sent to last. Okay. I completely failed that one. I tapped the grass just a little bit. Okay, instead of jumping over the off-road a little bit, all that happened was I just kind of stuck to it. Even though I was No, game, I am pressing the A button. No. No one's allowed things. Now, I'd say in terms of players, I'm in, like... I don't know how good I am. I've been called extremely good, but then the game does stuff like that to me. Well, the one where you go through the water and then just kind of pop up on the side of the road. Yeah, no, I've been called extremely good by people before, but I disagree. I say I'm like moderately good at best. I wouldn't say that I'm amazing at the game. In that case, there are two shortcuts. There's the one where you skip the item boxes, do the corner tighter, and then go up the side. And you basically just go over the off-road and land back on the road in the second half of the track. Okay, in that case, that means that there's a shortcut in that one I don't know about. My favourite shortcut is Big Blue's one, but that's because the Big Blue one is interesting. And people say it's like, you can only do it in 200. No, you can do it in 50. Not 50, you can do it in 100. Yeah, no, I don't know about the other shortcut in that one then. 150 Warriors Gold Mine. Oh yeah, it's like the It's like the Rainbow Road one where it has layers. I never bother with the extremely long one. I do the short one. But then I think the short one is only actually a time saver on 200. On the other two, you just kind of skip a corner, but the amount of time it takes to get around that corner instead of use the water to get past it is about the same. My first. But yeah, no, going back to the meta vehicles and stuff, like, notice how what I'm using is the splat buggy and off-roads. Nowhere near considered the best, as far as I'm aware. Still using it anyway. And point proven about the green shells. That one almost went for me. It did go for me. Smart bounce. I threw the banana. I didn't mean to throw the banana. Then I used the coin because I threw the banana. I got no boost or any of that. Okay. Hit the person. That works. Yeah, no, in terms of Mario Kart play, like I was saying before, I would consider myself to be above average, but nothing amazing. I don't play it consistently enough to be considered super amazing. I pretty much only ever play it for streams now. There's a blue shell coming. It's gonna hit me. Yep. Also, I keep checking the viewer list, and I find it funny. The user list keeps getting longer, but the viewer list, the viewer count keeps going down. Yeah, I'll do a few more. Yeah, that one was interesting. Super Bell Subway. There we go. Yeah, I'll do a few more going up to the hour, then I'll stop. Either if one brings us to just before the hour, or if one takes us... Basically, whenever the next convenient place to stop is, it's close to the hour. If there's enough time to fit another one in, I'll do another one. If there's not, I won't. And if it takes us over by a few minutes, that's fine. It should be a Super Bell Subway, yeah. Oh. Also, I doubt it, but I do like how the Yoshi sound like they're saying hello. Coin, because of course. How did I go down? I didn't actually mean to come down. I meant to go up. Go up this side instead then. The music choices in Super Bell Subway almost make it sound like it's meant to be an Animal Crossing map. Be spammed by red shells. Have the curse. Ow. Have the curse of the me be hit by shells repeatedly. Like that one. I liked being in first for 3 seconds. On coins again. person was so sure I was throwing the fireballs over them. I'm backing into these items. I stole a coin. Okay, game. That person was next to me, not behind me. You can't just decide that one of those shots came from behind me when the rest of them came from my left. But apparently it can, because the game decides whatever it wants. Either that, or there were two people using... I don't choose who the boo takes from. If I could, I would. I would happily choose who the boo takes from. Yeah, that race for me was filled with a lot of, I'm being hit a lot. And that was it. And in case you're wondering, firstly, the two goal days are different. One's 169 days, one's 168 days. Why are they different? They're both set to the same date. They're also a countdown to my birthday, because I felt like I needed it said I needed a date and a timer for it, so I just did that. And those two goals have existed for quite a while, and no one's donated anything since. I've only ever had one donation anyway. It was months ago. Oh yeah, no, I know. But I'd rather get something like a mushroom or a shell than a coin. Coins just spread the problem of why I don't like coins. You could argue, but it's to defend against boos. Yes, but boos are also some of the least common items to be in Mario Kart games in the first place. They weren't even in Wii. Or 7, actually, thinking about it. I think this is... counting them both together, I think 8 is... Why did I fall off the back end? And... thanks, game. I landed on someone with green shells because we both spawned next to each other. So all that happened was I just kept getting hit. I can understand there are certain things in the game that... Also, I didn't get the boost then because it thought I let go of the A button. I didn't. I can understand there being things in the game that you can look at and go, that's a little bit unfair, that you can get away with. But a lot of the stuff that this game does doesn't feel right. Like, it's not unfair in terms of, that's unfair. It's unfair in terms of, that was badly designed. I still like the game. But, yeah, there's just issues with it as well. Well, like Piranha Plant Pipeway, or as America knows it as, Piranha Plant Slide, because for some reason Nintendo of America changes the names to be worse. That ending glide ramp. For some reason, the game decided... Oh yeah, also, saying about Boo stealing from first, I was in 5th, and it stole a super horn from me. 5th is not first. But yeah, no, like that last glide ramp in Piranha Plant Pipeway is, yeah, they did it again. I didn't feel like I was at that angle at all. I felt like I would have made that, but I didn't because the game decided I just needed to drop and not go sideways at all. And now a bullet bill when it's completely irrelevant. Yep. The point is, some of this game doesn't feel very well made at times. Pretty much that entire last lap describes what I meant. But it is balanced because it's inside people's control and outside of everyone's control stuff. But yeah, I'll do one more. Big blue. Oh no, that wasn't much of a comparison. That was just saying that. Well, actually, no, I'm going to change what I'm saying next. It actually was a comparison. No. I would say it does make sense because my point was you can't argue that it's a that coins are a defense because the games that the Boo have been in, which is not very many Mario Kart games as far as I remember, don't really have coins as an item that much. Yeah, but also thunderclouds are a subjective item. Objectively, on paper, they're amazing. Speed boost plus off-road, and the only downside is if you don't pass it off on time, you get punished. It's a speed item with a punishment. I would say that's good. Coins, on the other hand, are, oh, I got a coin. I got hit by a red shell. Now I'm in last. And I say that as I get bumped very, very slightly into a wheel. I would much rather prefer risk versus reward items instead of neutered shells and coins and stuff. Say shells, but I meant mushroom. I didn't mind the thunderclouds. They're annoying if no one's near you. But that's also the punishment. They're an item to learn. And it's fair because it's an item where you use it and you gain from it. But yeah, it didn't return. It didn't return for a reason. Enough people hated it. But I didn't mind it. Same as I didn't mind the Tanuki leaves. Tanuki leaves are better than fire flowers. By far. Another point then of why I believe that the mushrooms are a bad thing around the other people. Just then, when I got hit by the star, that was not inside my control. I was trying to go to the left. The mushroom around the other person shot me to the right. I was holding my stick far left. Basically, the more I play this game, the more I notice things I don't like about it. Overall, not enough to stop playing, because it's not. And also it's stuff everyone deals with. But it's just stuff that I wish was made differently. Hecticness of like frantic items, just the global in general, is good. One thing I don't agree with is the blue shell being on the ground. Because that's just led to, oh, I got hit because I was in the middle of the road. Many, many times. Yeah, this is going to be the last one anyway. No, it's just a point on Mario Kart 8. A lot of the It's Just Mario Kart feels less like It's Just Mario Kart and feels more like it's just there. But then I'm sure a lot of the problems with that are because the game was balanced far too far and now mushrooms and stars are worthless. Which was the counter to being hit repeatedly. You go to low points. It is subjective. Thunderclouds, yeah, they are stars you couldn't control. They were the gamble of the mid-range. Yeah, but that's also down to online. That still happens now. I said it many times during this stream, how I disagreed. I'm gonna go down them in order now because, yeah. Thunderclouds are big stars you couldn't control and they came out and they punished you if you used them or someone nudges you. Well, that was the thing. They punished you if you didn't pass them on. The point was, the risk is, well, the reward is a speed boost. The risk is whether or not you pass it on time. Yeah, they punish you if someone nudges you because you let someone tap you. Obviously, they can just boost into you, but yeah. Yeah, people say they haven't been touched. That happens anyway. That's just Nintendo Online. Mushrooms aren't bad. They're just nowhere near as useful as they should be. In a straight line with a speed boost, you can use a gold mushroom and barely catch up to the person in front of you. I disagree with that. At least in terms of other Mario Karts that I've played. I would say you should be at least able to do 1.5 places. Or cover however much space in however much time. That's probably a better way to describe it. And yeah, stars are useless. Their speed boost is negligible in this game, and all they do is defend against shocks and other stuff. But the one thing that is good about stars in this game is shells go around you. Instead of just breaking on you. I like that. Because then the person behind you still hits someone. Yeah, now it's just my thoughts while playing. There's a fine balance between fair and unfair, especially in a game like this. If it's... well, it's like difficulty. You can have... there are 2 types of hard. People defend coins by saying if you hold one, you're guaranteed to get a defense item. Yes. And I don't defend coins because if you don't have an item, it's like a... yeah. The defense is bad. Coin items were meant to balance out first. But first already has enough pressure from behind anyway. Especially given the blue shells. Which is another thing that I say was balanced out too much. They travel along the ground, and anyone can break them. I think that blue shells should be target first only. They should fly, not just at the end. And breakable, yes, but maybe at the same rate, maybe not. But I don't think coins should be a thing, because coins are just annoying in first. They don't do anything. Yeah, but then that's also a game from 20 years ago. At least. Longer, actually. Either way, there's supposedly a rumoured Mario Kart 9 in the works, which will hopefully fix things that were kind of questionable. That's a game I never played. Yeah. No, hopefully the... well, to put it into perspective, I am 20 years old. Which would probably explain why I have certain views about certain items in the Mario Kart series. But yeah, either way, I just disagree. The perfect Mario Kart experience for me, at least the closest to what could be considered the best one, I would have said is Wii. Chaotic enough, but where the speed item and some of the power items have enough weight to them for you to be able to use them either well or good enough. If that makes sense. Like, if you knew how to use them, you could use them to your advantage to the extreme. If you know to press the button to use them, then you get a boost. Or in this game, it's that most of the shortcuts... I don't know. No, because I'm saying this point and I disagree with it now. This game is weird. It's like it's too hard to break into first, but once you're in first... No, it's too hard to break out of the back to the front, especially from last. So very easy to be trapped in last. But once you're in first, as long as you don't then get extremely unlucky and have people just pelting you with countless red shells, which itself is a problem because I disagree with that. If you're good at the game, you should be rewarded by being good at the race, not just punished because you're ahead. Yeah, it's like the game is designed in a way to clump people together as much as possible. It's far too hard to break from it, and once you're in it, you're stuck. Which is what's happened to me many times this stream and every other stream of the Mario Kart on Global. The main pack section, you just get sucked in. Well, like I said earlier, all it takes is one hit to cause a chain reaction and then you're in last. Aside from getting hit that first time, the rest of it is completely outside of your control and completely not your fault. That is the part of the game I disagree with. I don't know how to solve it, because you can't really, unless you have increasing invincibility frames. Yeah, because they're too light, you can't actually escape, because you don't have the weight, you just get bumped back. I had it earlier. I got bumped just slightly by someone who I doubt was even meaning to do it, and I just got thrown off the track. Yeah. I wasn't even playing as Baby, I was playing as Inkling Girl. One of the light mediums. Second lowest tier. Yeah, and like, I've seen people say the variety of parts in this game is good because it shows variety of playstyles. No, it doesn't. What it shows is all of the parts are the same and they don't matter. The only ones that matter are the ones that are in sets, like Dry Bowser's set. Dry Bowser's set is drag race. Go in a straight line. If you can't go in a straight line, you will lose. And aside from that, there aren't really many meaningful sets. Well, there is the Hyrule set, the other Hyrule set, the Yoshi stuff. The random car deals for some reason. But, yeah. Just generally. Aside from very specific items. Yeah, and characters as well. Aside from very specific part choices and character choices, which are in the, like, outliers, you don't really need to do anything. Yeah, anyway, I've spoken for a lot longer than I meant to, because I was just complaining about this game. So yeah, thanks for you for following, and for your rolls for following after realising he wasn't. And you, Ems, for your rolls, and Mario David for speaking. Let's go rants. Yeah, this is how most of my streams end. I just don't stop speaking. I don't mind it though. But yeah. I have a very specific... Difficulty in games is hard. This game is hard for the wrong reasons. At least in multiplayer. In single player it's fine. Single player, I feel, is completely fine. Multiplayer is where the problems are. But yeah, anyway, I am going to end now. So, yeah, thanks for people following and talking and stuff. And with that, bye.